If you're planning on moving to the Cedar Rapids or Iowa City areas, you are not going to want to miss this one. This community, or better known as the township of Shueyville, is positioned in the best location for that country acreage feel, but also within a very close proximity to not just Cedar Rapids, but also Iowa City. Behind me right now is a one-of-a-kind acreage that you are going to get the full experience of when we take a tour of the inside of this gem at the end of the video. You may never get another opportunity for a home behind me, as it is like nothing else, with over 4,200 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a cabin feel that is unmatched. Oh, and let's not forget it has 14 acres to go along with it, and it's a homesteading and hunter's dream, as there is tons of room for gardens and also tons of wooded area for those that love to hunt white-tailed deer. Quick story for you. When I was out here the other day, I was just taking in the quietness and the sounds of nature. At this time, I heard something in the timber and thought for sure deer were coming. Well, it wasn't any deer. It was a single squirrel out here making all that noise. It truly is a retreat out here where there is no street traffic noise, as it is tucked back off the sandy beach road. If you want peace and quiet, this just may be the home for you. This community out here is one of the nicest places to buy an acreage in not only the Cedar Rapids and Iowa City areas, but the entire state of Iowa. If you want luxury acreages, this is on a short list to make sure you have on your radar. This community has all the best access to all the amenities of both Iowa City and Cedar Rapids, as it is sandwiched between the two cities. Some of the highest end homes and highest price acreages are in this specific area, and I cannot wait to show you around, as we're going to go over everything you can imagine, from hot spots nearby, as well as parks, golf courses, shopping, dining, hospitals, and urgent cares, rules and regulations out here. And like I mentioned before, at the very end, we are going to see this gem behind me as we are going to go inside. Now, before we get into the community and the video, one of the best assets you can have when relocating to an area is a great agent that knows the area and is knowledgeable on these areas and communities inside and out. Us at the Living in Iowa team are out here showing you a community today, but also know the area as good, if not better than anyone. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email if you'd like to work with us and have that valuable asset in your corner during your relocation journey. During this video, we're going to have footage of me in my vehicle shooting the area, but first, let's take a look on the map of where we are and the accessibility of the area. As you will see on the map, it is positioned right between Cedar Rapids and Iowa City, with all the amenities from shopping, entertainment, parks, golf courses, fishing, gyms, schools, etc., etc. The interstate that separates this community from all others with its convenience is just far enough away to never hear it, but also close enough to have the convenience of this interstate. And it is Interstate 380 that you will use often. For shopping though, let's start with Southwest Cedar Rapids shopping, where some of the best shopping in the entire area is. You will use Interstate 380 for this and end up turning west onto Highway 30, where you will take the exit here onto Edgewood Road. On or just off of Edgewood Road, you have a Walmart, Target, Menards, Kohl's, Fairway, Aldi, and much more for shopping near Edgewood Road or real close to Edgewood Road. More opportunities for shopping near this community is south towards North Liberty, Coralville, and Iowa City. In this area, you have a couple of Aldi's, Fairway, Hy-Vee, Walmart, Kohl's, Costco, and many other options. I am sure I forgot to mention a ton of these, but that's just a short list. For entertainment or things to do in the area, this community is ideally located once again with parks, which we will go over here in a few minutes. You will have a new fun station here shortly that is a hit for children that is going to be built by the Eastern Iowa Airport that is just south of this area or community. You have bowling alleys, many higher end and modern strip malls for shopping. Top Golf is just south of this area off of Interstate 380. If you go a little bit further, you have all sorts of options between the two cities of Cedar Rapids, from epic parks to amazing golf courses to the Iowa Children's Museum in Iowa City to Iowa Hawkeye Sports in Iowa City to minor league hockey in Cedar Rapids, and many other fun things to do for you. For fishermen, you're a reasonable drive to the tube, or where the Coralville Reservoir water goes through a giant tube and turns back into the Iowa River. You have Coralville Lake access all around you for more fishing, and it is also a top boating lake that is Coralville Reservoir, not only in the area but the entire state of Iowa. You have Lake McBride, that is a top fishing lake in the area, not far from this area as well. You also could go north to Cedar Rapids and go fishing on the Cedar River if you'd like. If you are into homesteading or just want to eat a little healthier, there are many farmers markets nearby as well, and this area is prime for growing your own produce and raising your own animals for the full homesteading feeling. There is tons of timber in this area, and with a park like Sugar Bottom not too far of a drive, you have lots of public land if you're into foraging. Now, parks are an exciting topic to go over, as Cedar Rapids and Iowa City excel in this area, and that is not coming from me. That is coming from viewers of this channel that made the move to this area. You have Lake McBride State Park, a short drive away. You have Sugar Bottom Recreational Area. That is a camping hotspot in the area. You have parks in North Liberty, a short drive for nice playgrounds. And north into Cedar Rapids also has many amazing parks, with Morgan Creek being a reasonable drive for the best park in all of Cedar Rapids. But in all honesty, many people who move out here have a park right in their backyard. And with the home we are about to show you, the land of this acreage is a playground in of itself. Medical in the area is a huge factor for people, and again, this community is in a great location, as you have many urgent cares in the area all around that are most likely Unity Point or Mercy Care. Whichever is your preference, you are going to have both close by. Within 20 to 30 minutes are three noteworthy hospitals of St. Luke's Hospital in Cedar Rapids, Mercy Care Hospital in Cedar Rapids, and the biggest and highest level of care hospital, the University of Iowa Hospital and Clinics in Iowa City. No matter what you got going on, you will have an urgent care or hospital within a very close proximity. Another awesome thing about the Shueyville area, which you will be ideally located in if you buy here, is alternative options with naturopath doctors, chiropractic clinics that also have many of those quote unquote naturopaths, and just about anything in that realm within the area. If this is a path you and your family like to go, unless there's an emergency, you have multiple options nearby, not just in Cedar Rapids, but also Iowa City, and any other offices in the larger suburbs of Marion, North Liberty, and Coralville. Again, this is why you need to work with someone like us, because we not only know the areas and communities, but we know all the hidden gems, from naturopath chiropractors and clinics to local grocery store gems that we definitely love sharing, to raw milk producers, to where to get homegrown eggs, to which parks, where to hunt and fish, and just about everything you wouldn't know unless you knew the area. Again, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. And also, if you'd like to be on our newsletter where we share these gems, send me your email by texting the number on the screen right now, and you will get our weekly newsletter providing this information to you every week. Anyways, let's give away some more treasure, and this is for the person or family that is into their fitness or just wants to stay in good shape. Let's go over some gym options that are in the area. You are within close proximity to the following in Cedar Rapids. You got Anytime Fitness, iGym, Custom Fitness, which is a very underrated gym, and one I highly recommend, Peak Sports Performance, Planet Fitness, Top Shape Gym, and honestly, a lot more options. In the North Liberty area, which is closer than even Iowa City to the south, you have these gyms at your disposal. iGym, Anytime Fitness, Top Shape Gym, Performance Health and Fitness. As you can see, you have options. If you have a family and want your children in karate, dance, gymnastics, sports, and just about any extracurricular activity, the area will provide that. We won't go over each, but if you have any questions, again, you know how to get a hold of us. Another huge detail we need to cover is school options nearby. The public school that this community is connected to is College Community School District, which is a highly sought after school district and one of the best in the area. For elementary school, your children will likely attend Prairie Edge Elementary School, and for junior high, they would go to Prairie Point Middle School before eventually attending Prairie High School if you decide to have your children go the public schooling route. Another nice thing about College Community School District and to the locals Prairie schools is they are all in one area, making it very convenient for parents. You also have private school options in the Iowa City area like Heritage Christian School in North Liberty, Montessori School of Iowa City, Hillside Christian School, and others. In Cedar Rapids area, you have LaSalle Catholic, St. Jude's School, Trinity Lutheran School, Cedar Valley Montessori School, and All Saints Catholic School. If you're willing to go further, there are even more options in the area. Last option is homeschooling. And during an open house I met the former head of homeschooling in the MARION, Iowa area, and she raved about the area for parents who choose homeschooling as their main way of schooling their children. She claimed, and many confirmed this, that MARION is one of the best places to homeschool your children because it has lots of options for you with the Linmar Homeschooling Assistant Program or the MARION Homeschooling Assistant Program. You have Mid-Prairie Homeschool Education Center as well that is close by. Again, this area is not too far away to use any of the three options. We have friends who choose to homeschool their children, so if you need more information, as these are only three options, let us know by contacting us and we will give you all the information you need. I haven't covered everything in the area, but now we are going to talk more about this particular community with the rules and regulations out here, the current prices and trends, and also the future development that most likely will be going on out here. There are no HOAs out here and no HOA monthly or yearly costs of living out here. There aren't any rules and regulations, and I went through the City of Shueyville Code of Ordinances to the community, and here are some of the highlights. Disclaimer though, is this document is 303 pages. This is not nearly all the ordinances. Most of these are not housing ordinances, but if you want this document, just reach out and we will send it to you. Most of these rules and regulations or ordinances, if you want to call it that, these are common sense, like hazardous substances are not to be disposed anywhere. Fireworks are allowed, but only in appropriate times, like the 4th of July. Be cognizant of offensive smells. Filth on your property shouldn't be allowed. Water pollution. Billboards are not allowed to obstruct any views that could be dangerous. Common sense around storing flammable junk. Air pollution. Extreme growth of weeds, vines, and brush. It also goes over junk in the definition of junk. In short, use your brain out here. If it doesn't serve a purpose or you don't use it, then you could get called out by the city. All wells must be approved by the county. If your property has an unsafe building that could cause damage to others in the community, it will need to be repaired, replaced, or demolished. A structure is anything constructed or erected with a fixed location on the ground that protrudes above the ground or surface level of a parcel of property. Structures include buildings such as sheds and garages, curb cuts, billboards and signs, swimming pools, above ground storage tanks, and similar uses shall be approved by the city clerk. These are not all the rules and regulations, but I wanted to give you a quick highlight of them. The goal of the Code of Ordinances is to keep the community in Shueyville in good standing and the integrity of the beauty of the community and its housing out here. What does the area look like for expansion and the future of this community and area? Let's hop on the map here and show you what I'm looking at. So right here is the community we are at, and as you can see, it is acreages or larger lots throughout. I do know people who live in this area and they told me that building is limited to keep this area what makes it so special. So not a lot of new construction is most likely going to happen in this area due to this area attempting to keep it as an area that has large and small acreage type of properties. So if you want a home in this area, you may be limited to an existing home out here, or you will need to buy land and get a home approved, but that is limited opportunity. Most likely you will need to buy an existing home. Time will tell if anything changes, but for now, the plan is to keep it as is, and that is the best thing for this community as it is special. We'll go over inventory out here, what price it takes to get a home, or the range of homes that sell out here, where prices are trending and how many homes have sold in the last year. Inventory out here is still really low as there are currently 5 homes listed as active in the Shueyville area. They range from $435,000 to $825,000. There are 5 pending currently ranging from $459,900 to $799,000. Now, solds in the last year has been 19 homes sold ranging from a small home on a small residential lot for $130,000 to $875,000 for a beautiful home with 8 acres of land to go along with it. Unless you want a smaller, under 1,000 square foot home in the little town of Shueyville, as there are not many options for around that $130,000, you will most likely be paying anywhere from $400,000 and up. Even though this year there was not $1 million home sold in the area, there are plenty of $1 million+ acreages in this area. The trend for this area is for the home to be listed higher than it sells for, as 4 out of the 14 that sold for over $400,000 went asking price or higher. This means that you can negotiate out here and sellers are willing to come down in this area. Well, lucky for you, we have a 14-acre home to go through, so let's let this home speak for itself. Enjoy the tour.